Man, y'all know the face, y'all know the name. Y'all tuned into the World's Realest Podcast, Talk Ain't Cheap Podcast, hosted by yours truly, It's a Movie, Cletus Real Talk. And I got a special guest here with me. As you know, we've been rocking for a long time. We've been working for a long time. This is Immaculate Energy and Immaculate Vibes at its highest form. So with that being said, guests, please introduce yourselves.
Yo, what's going on? You got your boy Otto SAF in this thing. I'm rocking with my boy Cletus. You know it's immaculate shit going down when we link.
Hell fucking yeah.
Hey yo, Trap is your boy Trap Son SAF. You already know every time I link with Cletus, it's a movie. No cap.
Movies only, that's a fact.
It's your boy Red in this thing, you know what I'm saying? You know what they expect. Keep checking in.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my nigga Red, man. All right, so we here, man. We talking real SAF shit. How far back do y'all want to go? Because I remember y'all made records like Brazy and stuff, but I remember y'all before Brazy. Because I felt like when Brazy hit Northern Louisiana, it actually hit the city. Like, I felt like a lot of people really felt that record. Like, at least on the college campuses, I felt like Brazy was a big record.
Yeah, they was fucking with that one for sure.
Yeah, I know we played it at a couple parties. They went crazy, so shit.
I feel like that was probably one of the ones where we really first start grabbing people's ears. But like you said, yeah, we go back for a little minute.
Because before that, y'all had a record that y'all did in the crib in Alexandria. Y'all from Alexandria, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Alexandria, Louisiana. So y'all had a video that y'all did in the crib that I saw before Brazy. And I was like, whoa, like this video is hard. What's the name of that video? Do you remember?
Oh, he talking about Red Sauce.
Oh, Red Sauce, yeah.
He talking about Red Sauce. He talking about where they was cooking up like scientists.
And it was
with
like
the lab
real
coats.
early. Yep, it was real early in the career.
That was that one, yeah.
That was actually like, that was the first big one we had on
Yeah,
YouTube.
that was probably one of our first like real music videos that we put some time and effort into for real.
I think, like we spoke about earlier, I think what makes y'all special is definitely y'all visuals. I feel like when it comes to y'all music, the music speaks for itself, but the visuals as well, I think it's just real immaculate. Like, I think it's just, and people don't know, like, y'all really doing everything in-house. Y'all don't have, like, an extensive team. Y'all not putting up, you know, huge amounts of money into y'all into visual to getting a videographer.
Right.
Y'all doing everything in-house by yourselves, and I feel like that's what makes things so special. Shout out to my bro Eli in the spot, man. You here? We here. Come
Live
in Eli house.
For sure.
So what was like? What made y'all want to go that route in terms of focusing on the visuals?
I feel like the visuals have always really been something that's important to us because that's what really is gonna tie the music together and make people really feel what you're saying. And at the same time, I feel like we came in the era where like we grew up off of BET jams, MTV videos, shit like that. So we grew up waiting to get off from school to go home, hurry up and watch the new music videos that was dropping. So visuals always been real important to us.
Nah, I feel that. Because the visuals speak for itself. Like, when I watch y'all stuff, I'm like, wow. Like, for the fact that it's just y'all doing it in the crib, trapping it out, getting it out the way y'all been getting it out the way, I feel like it says a lot. But what made y'all even want to come together as a music group and be SAF? And for those who don't know, what is SAF?
Well, SAF, this is a collective of a lot of people that's really just creative trying to come together and make something happen. So SAF is an acronym that stands for Street Achievements Forever. And with Street Achievements, we talking about trying to accomplish our goals and everybody trying to go out there and get it their own way. Not necessarily in the streets trampling, hustling or whatever, but just going out your own way, trying to figure out your own path in life and accomplishing all the goals that you got.
I feel that. Go ahead. Anybody else got anything to say? No?
Shit, that's really what Street Achievements is. Basically just doing it your way. Like you said, it ain't about the streets. You ain't got to be no hustler on the block or nothing like that. But even if you working a 9 to 5, you know, that's still a street achievement. Once you get that promotion, that's big to you. So any life accomplishment you make is a street achievement because that's a step up in life you taking.
I feel like also when I hear street achievements, I hear about like those unwritten rules of like success, like unwritten rules of how do you become a man, unwritten rules of like how do you get to another level, whether it is in the streets or not, because you know in life you have to get to the next level.
Right.
You can't just stay in one position and think you're doing something. You gotta always be improving. So I feel like a street achievement, like the first street achievement would be like first getting like getting your name out there so that people know that you actually doing something special.
Exactly.
I ain't
getting
gonna lie.
recognized not by only the streets but by like your peers for having
Right.
like that
big-
product or that thing that makes you special.
A big street achievement for us was just even coming together. How we, come together. Like a lot. Somebody just said it today. Basically, just the fact that we stick together. Like we all brothers. We have arguments, we have disagreements and stuff like that, but we all stick together and we all take care of one another at the end of the day. So I feel like that's one of our biggest street achievements is the fact that like even with all the hardships we all go through, we all confide in each other, stick with each other, have each other back. If I need something, they got me. If they need something, we got them. So I feel like that's a big street achievement in itself.
I feel that. I'll also say another street achievement I recognize from y'all would be also like just your progression and growth with your music. Like y'all started off with one record, then y'all had another record, then y'all had another record, and y'all always promote each other's stuff. It's not like when one person posting a post about a video or about a new street line, clothing line, or anything that, or like let's say Trap is producing something, y'all all sit down and really make sure that y'all also all promote that, and I think that's just real honorable.
Right.
Facts.
That's the main thing about us really being a collective. That it's not really just one person in front of or one leader as far as we finna push this or we finna push that. It's everybody got their own thing going on. Everybody got their own motion. But when we come together, everything, it works out like a machine.
Yeah.
We all got attributes that somebody else might need. So even when we on our own, following our own path and our own journey, it always come together perfect.
Shout out to my god baby London in the spot.
Shout
Happy
out my
second
niece.
birthday.
Birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Big
birthday.
Happy birthday. Hey, you want to say thank you? Come say thank you. Come say thank you. Happy birthday. What you say?
Say thank you.
Picture.
How?
Say thank you, London.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We love you. We love you very much. When you get older, we gonna be like playing stuff like this back. You like, what the heck?
Yeah.
We gonna make sure that we turn up for you. So
SAF love the kids.
love the kids. Bye, Miss Ma'am. Bye, Miss Ma'am. All right, so let's talk about the clothing line. What's up with the clothing line? Y'all also have a Street Monopoly clothing line that y'all working on, and y'all just released your first shirt. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so Street Monopoly, the clothing, that's something we've been working on probably for, I say about 2-3 years now. We really, we had our first drop like 2020. So we took a little break, tried to make sure we got everything right. And now we popping back out like officially. So we got our new Rich Members collection that we just dropped. And so far it's been going crazy. Everybody loving it.
Shout out to all the rich members.
Shout out to the rich members, man. How does one become a rich member?
First and foremost, you gotta stay loyal. You gotta stay down. And you gotta stay at the course to accomplish your goal more than anything. We talking about rich in spirit, not just rich financially.
We ain't talking about the money. We talking about rich in your spirit, rich in your, priorities or values that you have in
Morals.
life, all that type of stuff. You rich in that, cause money only gonna get you so far. But being loyal, being respectful, staying to yourself, that's make you a real rich member.
Living a rich life, living a life worth living, right?
Yep.
Exactly.
Okay, I feel that. So first things first, to be a rich member, you gotta be living a good life, a healthy life, an immaculate life. Second, what's the second step to being a rich member?
The second step is knowing that in this life, you gotta go after your goals. You can't wait on nobody. You can't ask for no handouts. You gotta know what you want to get accomplished, and you gotta go after it.
Okay, I feel that. So persevere through your goals, properly plan, so you can prevent poor performance.
Exactly.
Okay, what else? What else you need? Do you have to obviously cop the merch to be a rich member?
Oh yeah, that's the final step. Once you cop that merch, you officially one of
rich
them members.
And not only that, but you gotta be true to yourself too once you cop that merch.
Yeah, you can't be wearing that merch and out here doing flaw shit.
Yeah.
It
That's
ain't gonna
how I
add
feel.
up. It's
Yep.
not gonna add up.
And that mean not when you just in public. It's just being genuine and being who you are at all times, 24/7. When you walk around knowing somebody might look at you and get inspired, might look at your shirt and then ask questions, and then you are that person. You know what I'm saying? You want to really be that person that's rich in spirit, that's honorable and wholesome. And
It's a
same
lifestyle.
You're a rich member.
You're a rich member. And do you think that money makes you rich? Like if you have to hit a certain financial goal, does that make you rich?
Nah.
No.
You can have all the money in the world, still be unhappy.
Exactly.
But when you got, I put it like this, every time I link with them, I'm a rich member. Even when I'm not with them, I'm a rich member. But when I'm with all of them, I'm a full-on rich member. Why is that? Because they bring out the best in me the same way I bring out the best in them. They made me want to go harder. They made me want to do better in life. So they made me be even more of a rich member. So you gotta keep them values. And money ain't, money ain't gonna do nothing for you.
Sometimes when you get the money, all it's really gonna do is just bring you what you want. But most times you already got everything you need. So getting all the money not even really gonna make you happy all the time. If you already got everything you need, then it's selfish when you really just trying to grind for everything you want.
Word.
It's like you gluttonous at that point.
Exactly.
I feel that. Because I feel like a lot of people take for granted what they already got.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't realize, like, just having a roof over your head, food to eat, your limbs working. You know what I mean? You got good friends, people who love you, respect you, appreciate you. Sometimes just that alone take you a long way.
Facts.
You don't remember how hard you worked to get into the position you at right now because you so focused on trying to get to the future, which sometimes is a good thing, but you also got to step back and realize I should be grateful because this is what I worked hard for in this moment right here.
Like we said, be rich in spirit. So don't forget, even for the smaller accomplishments, man, you gotta thank God for that because it could have been worse. Could have been a different position. You feel me?
Most definitely. So SAF, right? Who's in SAF? Who are the members? Who's some of these rich members of SAF?
We got Otto, of course, the artist, not a rapper, the artist, because he can do everything that you ask him to do. We got Red, Mr. Connections, our networker, our financial person, and he'll produce it too. You got me, Trap, producer. You got Drazi, another fire producer.
Shout out to Drazi.
Cashy, SAF, another fire artist. You got WAP SAF, another fire artist. You got Trail SAF, that's also our financial person. Who else we got? We got DJ Don B, DJ Groove.
Yeah, going
Two
crazy.
of the hardest DJs in Louisiana. DJ Don B already solidified himself. DJ Groove popping out. People finna figure out. We ain't gonna say too much. He gonna let his work speak for itself. Yeah.
Them are real locked in members right now.
That's the rich members.
I like that.
That's the richest members. Let me say that.
Yeah, I like that because honestly, it's so hard to put together a real team that actually believes in the vision, like a single vision. Like what is like the formula to having a rich team, a successful team?
I feel like more than anything, people got to see you actually believing in yourself. It's hard for them to believe in you if they don't even see you putting in the work and believing in yourself, believing in what you can accomplish. Before they even want to become a part of your dream, how could they if they can't see you actually putting in work?
Not only that, but supporting. Like no matter what, we're gonna support each other and we're gonna be honest. If something is trash, we're gonna tell each other, hey, you can do better. We know you can do better, but it's really just the support, knowing that you got somebody there that's gonna, have your back and tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. That's a key value to building a team. Because if I make a trash beat, they gonna tell me, hey, Trap, I ain't gonna lie. I know that beat could be way better. You could do way better. So, yeah.
I like that. I feel that. I feel like just that honesty factor is gonna take you a long way because a lot of people ain't real like that.
Facts.
That's how you know who your real friends is.
Facts.
Well, y'all friends first before y'all came together as SAF, or was it something that came together through just like mutual interest?
Friendship first, for sure. It was friendship first. Most of us, we go back like junior high, elementary school type shit. And then other people that we did meet along the way, it was on some genuine human shit. So I feel like that's what helps build the best relationships because we didn't meet each other trying to get something from each other. We just both realized, everybody just realized, okay, you got this going on creatively, I got this going on creatively. If we put our talents together, maybe we could make something work out. But at the end of the day, it's all based on the friendship. Like, we pull up just to kick it and hang out with each other, even if we not trying to get no work done, because it's my brothers.
Yeah. And I came in the group late, and still, like, the day I came in the group, got added to the group chats and everything, they made me feel like family. The moment I came in, these were my brothers. Like, anytime I needed something, even when I first met them, as soon as they see me, they're like, oh, you where I'm at? Man, come on, let's link up. Like, at this point, we need to link up, bro. You one of us. So, yeah, it's definitely a family.
So at this point of y'all careers and y'all development, what do you feel is the most challenging part of making music or the challenging part of the music business?
I ain't gonna lie. If I had to say, it's not getting in your feelings.
Yeah.
You gotta understand that some things ain't gonna play out how you think they're gonna play out. You may, it may seem good at first, but when you really sit there and think about it, it ain't good. And you gotta understand not to get in your feelings because you know what you're doing and you know what you're working for. But like, yeah, not getting in your feelings is a big thing. I'll say that.
Trying to remain patient for sure.
Patient. And then one of the other things I point out is the fact that technology is changing every day. The industry changing every day. We got all these different programs, all these different ways, and these applications and social media that's influencing a lot of the industry. So you got to remember to remain solid and focus on what you actually trying to push out, and not just trying to do what's cool or do what's relevant. You want to be genuine and push what your true sound is and what your true art is. So you got to stay consistent and know that when it's your time, it's gonna happen. So staying patient is definitely one of those things.
That's a big one.
You can't rush greatness.
Can't. You can rush some BS and get big and then blow all that money, but when you really love this, the way we do, we ain't rushing it.
And we had that conversation earlier today. We was talking about, like if we would have blew back then, like in the Brazy days and all that, we wouldn't have been ready. Like mentally, financially, like
spiritually,
we wouldn't have been ready for real. So everything is in perfect time, and God got His time, and so you really can't rush. You just gotta stay patient, keep working, and if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're gonna get the outcome you're looking for.
What if you have like a situation like come up that slows down the progress? Like, have y'all had something that just came up that slowed down your entire process of like releasing music or putting videos out or just being a better successful group?
Well, being that the group is a one body with different moving parts, at some part somebody may fall short, somebody may run into a financial situation. But that's the part of us being brothers. End of the day, if somebody falling off, we know to go in as our opportunity to step up and get that brother back on task. And I'm gonna do, I do what I gotta do to help out as much as possible. If I gotta do 110%, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. So since we as a team, we're not gonna let nothing slow us down because of somebody falling off. We're gonna always try to stay on it as much as possible. We're gonna keep the train going. We're gonna keep going.
Then it's life, man. Life hit people. You know what I'm saying? You can't avoid life. So at the same time, we understand people go through life. And like you said, that's when we know, okay, you fall back, handle your business, we gonna step up. Every time a person fall back, somebody step up. There's never one man by itself. There's always gonna be somebody there to pick up the slack. But that's really what slowed us down for sure. I know it's just people going through life. I had to grow. We all had to grow as individuals.
So what's the goal? Is the goal to be the biggest artist ever out, the best artist ever out, or just be the best versions of yourselves?
The best version of ourselves, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it like this. When y'all hear our songs, when y'all hear auto rapping or y'all hear Cashy rapping, it speaks for everybody. Every time we all individually listen to the songs outside of this, when we in our cars, we play the songs and it resonates in all our lives. You feel me? So being the biggest artist, that's cool, but that ain't gonna bring me nothing. Being the best version of myself that I can be, that's what's gonna bring me the most wholesome happiness.
Mm-hmm. I feel that. So let's talk music, right? Because you're a producer, Trap. What makes a good beat a great beat? And also you produced a majority of the SAF songs, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, a lot of them. Drazi too, and Red low key helped out on some, but he tried to keep it low key. But he's helped out on a lot too. But what make a beat a great beat is when your beat can speak for itself. When somebody can listen to the beat and understand how you feeling, because you gotta understand when I make a beat for Auto, when he hear that beat and he rapping on it, especially on my beats, he always rap exactly what I was feeling at that moment. And that's the connection that we have. The fact that as a producer, I can put my feelings into a beat and he can hear that and understand that feelings and spit it out, because he understand, like, just through the music we communicate. I told him, man, right now I may be happy as hell. This is a happy ass beat. Let's just turn up, have a good time. Or, man, I'm depressed. I'm going through life. He get that beat and be like, all right, bet, I know exactly what I'm gonna rap about.
I feel like that's the important part about being friends first before anything, because with us just having that type of rapport, we just communicating on the daily, just talking about regular shit. So without even thinking about it, he might tell me about a situation and then 3-4 days later send me a beat and it speak to that same situation we had a conversation about. And subconsciously, I might start rapping about that, and he feeling it that same way because that's what he was going through when he made the beat. But if we was just some two strangers who didn't know each other and he just had my email and was just sending me groups of beats, I might not even chose that one. So just having that type of connection with a producer, I feel like that's what really makes the best music.
So how do you know a hit is a hit when you record it?
I feel like that's tricky because a lot of times some of the songs people like the best from me is songs that I don't like myself.
Right.
So a lot of times that is tricky.
You never know.
Yeah,
You never know.
it's something I battle with myself because I feel like a lot of the music I make is more life-based music, more relatable music that you kind of got to sit down and digest. And a lot of times a hit record is not always that. It's something that you kind of need easy to the ear, something something that's gonna be able to get in your head stuck. But that's not always something that's just gonna come first to my mind. And that's just me creatively. And I don't say it's a problem. I just know how I am as an artist.
I feel that. I feel like now, especially like making my own music, I feel like you don't really know if it's a hit. You just know if it feels good or not.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
Like,
if it
if-
feel good to you, why you holding it back?
Yeah. I feel like you can make a good song and it's rough, but what makes a great song or the songs that's really gonna stick is the production. Like when they mix, master, engineer the whole joint together. And if you have a really, like you said, great connection with a producer, and they know how to make the beats for you, for your sound,
Right.
engineer the song to cut, like make the beat to add certain strings and stuff, it's a whole different level.
That's the part about producing. A lot of people really just make beats, but they don't really produce a song. And that's what we do a lot of times. Like, he might make a beat, I record on it, and he's sending me feedback the whole time. Hey, I think you need to do this. I think on this part of the verse, you need to turn your voice up, or I think you need to use a low voice on this. So he helps me with that type of stuff every time. So I feel like you say, that's what really makes a hit song. That's what really can complete a song. Rather than just having a loose thought floating around. When you got somebody to bounce them ideas off of, they can critique it and make it a complete product. That's when you really gonna get the best.
And be real, and not just be like, oh yeah, this shit hard because you like hearing somebody rap on your beat. Like, listen to it, and if you know it could be better, really talk about that. Be like, hey bro, like I know you can challenge yourself on this. Like, let's try something new. Let's do this. A lot of people call themselves producers. They're not producers. They just beat makers. They make a beat, they send it off. Nah, like the production come in. The real part of music is the production. After, like, post-production. After you done got the song, you got the beat. Now what we gonna do to make it better?
Now I feel like it's also someone who has a good musical ear. Like I feel like a lot of producers, like they just pressing buttons.
Yeah.
Sometimes like they don't really have an ear for what makes the world move. And I feel like a great producer has an ear for like what makes people move. What's gonna really move the future of music a certain direction.
Yeah.
Cause it's bigger than, like, when I think of music, like, bro, music is spiritual. Like, it's bigger than just
Right.
how you feel at that moment. It's like, nah, like, you can create something that's going to change the face of the earth for the rest of earth. Like, you gotta think, Michael Jackson is going to live forever.
Yeah.
Bro, they talk about Beethoven like he was like the Lil Wayne of his era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they talk about, like, there's certain artists that's going to be forever. Like, Whitney Houston is going to be forever, like, the national anthem lady.
Right.
So it's like, you make a great beat and a great song, and you got the right, like, producers and the right team and the right everything. I feel like also you need a certain level of luck, too, though.
Yeah.
Because, like you spoke about, Red, like, the music industry changes so much with, like, the TikTok algorithms. Before, like, you could pop off of TikTok. Now it's like, it doesn't even matter. So what's the goal? How do you get your music out to the world so they can hear it?
I feel like it's one listener at a time. Like, I want to grow a solid fan base of people that actually genuinely like my music and like me as an artist. Sometimes I feel like you don't get that if you just pop off of a quick hit that just goes viral instantly. It's almost too fast for people to really dig into you and digest who you are as a person or what type of music you make. Or they might even get the wrong idea of you if you pop off of one style of music and that's just one song that you make. They might only expect that from you. So what I really want to do is grow a fan base of people that grow with me that's listening to projects, that's listening to singles, that really can understand who I am, so that they grow with me and they put people on them, because they put people onto my music because they feel like they know me as a person.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that completely. So Otto the artist. What makes you an artist? Like, what is the artistry? What's the secret to your artistry?
I feel like really the secret to my artistry is just talking about exactly what I'm going through at that moment. Like, I don't really go in the studio saying, all right, today I'm about to make this type of song, or I need to find this style of beat. I just feel like I search for something until it speaks to my soul. Once it do, I feel like I just hop on the mic until whatever comes out, comes out. Because I don't really write most of my music, so whenever it does come out, it's something that's had to been on my mind that I just feel has to come out. Because most of my music, whenever it does flow out like that, it's like non-stop. It's like I cut on the faucet and all my thoughts is pouring out. So I feel like that's my best style of music. That's when I make my best music, is when I just hear a song and it speaks to me, I get behind the mic and everything just flows out.
And I feel like what make him an artist too is the fact that, like, he not stuck in one genre. You can't put him in a box of like, oh, okay, he make trap music. Like, nah, he can make everything trap music. We got a Jersey Club single. We got a bounce song. We got harmonizing songs. We got melodic songs, emotional
Rapped
songs.
over gospel songs, like
He can do everything, and that's what make him an artist rather than a rapper. He's not just sitting there, oh, okay, let me just spit these bars and people hear it. Nah, he's spitting bars, he's singing to you, he talking to your spirit and your soul. Like, he really doing everything an artist is supposed to do, which is paint an imagery.
So, Otto, what would you say if you had a new listener, new listener from Talking Cheap, listening to a podcast, and they want to know who Otto is as an artist? What song would you recommend them they go listen to?
If I had to recommend a song right now, I would recommend them go on YouTube, type in Otto SAF Locked In. I feel like that'd be the perfect song to really explain who I am as an artist, the style of music I make, and the type of things that I go through.
Why Locked In, though? Like, what specifically about Locked In do you feel speaks volumes to who you are?
I feel like it's the lyrics more than anything. It's one of the songs that you don't really just listen to for the flow, listen to for the beat. It's one of the ones when people listen to the songs, they can relate. Like, one of the lyrics, 2 times I lost it all, like, things that I feel like people go through on a day-to-day basis, that when they hear that, they can relate to it in one way or another.
I feel that. So what's the future of SAF? What's coming up next? What are we working on right now?
Right now, we working on getting this music together. We working on dropping projects, dropping clothes, just coming at y'all with a bunch of content, because we took a couple month hiatus just trying to get everything back in the order. But right now, we about to push the gas and just keep on dropping.
Do you have any ladies records? Any records that y'all make directly for the women's out there?
Oh yeah. I got them kind of tucked up.
In My Face is the ladies record.
In My
Put it
Face.
in my face.
Listen. In My Face is for everybody. If you're from the Louisiana culture, you'll definitely understand it. But for even people on the outside, you want women, when they hear that song, that's your freedom to dance, turn up, do what you do. Pop your shit, however you want to do it. But In My Face is a song for everybody. That's one of those songs that just get you up and moving. And like Otto talking about in the song, if you go listen to it, he hyping women up. He not downplaying women, he hyping up.
She keep her bills paid. You know what I'm saying?
And she got that sitting right.
So let's talk ladies for y'all, because I feel like that's a place that most artists don't talk about when it comes to these women's.
Oh, that's important.
What inspires you about the women? Like, what about women inspire you to make music like Put It In My Face?
I'll let you go first.
I feel like women, that's who control the tone. That's who controls what's really going on. Music, really almost culturally and everything. If the women not liking it, then that's not what's gonna be popular. That's not what's gonna be trendy. Whatever the women is going for, that's most of the time what the guys is gonna follow. And most of the time the women got good taste.
And I ain't gonna lie, when you really think about it, man, women, and they pretty much
inspire a lot of stuff you do. And women might inspire heartbreak, like make heartbreak music. Women may inspire you to do better. You gonna do better music. Women may inspire you to dance.
Yeah.
People, men in general, gonna do a lot for women. So that's why, you gotta empower your women when you get a chance to.
Is there any women members of SAF?
Right
Mamas.
now.
Mama.
Got the SAF mamas
Shout out
right
to
now.
SAF mamas, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the mamas, man.
Mamas and the babies. We got
Got the
Rosie.
mamas and babies right
We got
now.
Nana. My little niece. Both
Need
of
some
them.
SAF sweethearts out here.
Man.
That's our official SAF babies, SAF women, the mamas, and the sisters, and the nieces, and daughters.
SAF sweethearts will go crazy.
Oh yeah. I think they might like that.
Get you some models.
Yeah.
Get you some
I'm telling
models. Do some promo.
Yeah, I think that might go crazy. We
That'll
might
go
do a
crazy.
Valentine's Day drop or something.
Y'all could go crazy.
Might be
Yeah.
a sweetheart collection. You
Yeah.
never know.
Man, y'all
We
getting
gotta.
money. Nah, I like that a lot. Just looking at the time, I don't want to rush this, but I know we got moves to make. Is there anything that you all want to say about SAF, about your collective, about your journey that most people don't know already?
Man, we a family. It ain't been easy.
We
It
a
ain't been
family.
easy at all.
I feel like we just like y'all. Just like how you might have a group of friends, a group of brothers, a group of people that you come to with all your problems or all your successes or just the game plan, whatever you got going on in life. We just like y'all. We just trying to figure it out the same way y'all is trying to figure it out. Y'all just watching it before our eyes.
And also, when y'all listen to our music, don't just listen to try to turn up. Like, really listen to what we saying, because how you said, if people want to know who he is as an artist, he don't speak for just him. Yeah, he speak his situations too, but he speak for every single one of us. He speak for Red, he speak for Cashy, Drazi, everybody in SF. He speak for all of us. What we going through, what's on our mind, because we talk to each other. And him being able to hear what we talking about and put it in the track, I gotta really listen to the music, because that's how you get to know who we are as people. Like you said, we regular everyday people. Like, yeah, we go through same life depression and all that. When he's spitting, that's what he telling y'all. He letting y'all know.
Fire. All right, people want to follow y'all, link up with y'all. Where can they go? Even to cop the merch. Where can they go to do that?
You trying to cop some merch, all you gotta do is go to streetmonopoly.com. Just check out the collection. I'm telling you, we got something for the ladies, we got something for the men, and the next drop we coming even crazier. So just peep what we got going on and just pay attention. Follow the Street Monopoly clothing brand on Instagram. Also, we gonna keep you updated with all our newest drops.
At Street Monopoly Clothing. And not only that, follow the label page at Street Achievements Forever, because it's gonna let you know everything that everybody got going on.
I love
Pay
that.
attention.
Pay attention. All right, yo. Well, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Talk Ain't Cheap, and y'all know the song is not that deep. It's a vibe. Real quick before they go, if people want to follow y'all one more time, where can they go to follow y'all?
You can check me out on Instagram, AutoSAF_. Just peep everything we got going on. You can peep me out on Apple Music, Spotify, AutoSAF on YouTube, all that. Just peep it.
If you're looking for anything I got, it's PRODBY Trapson, TRAPSXN. That's on Twitter, Instagram, everything like that. On YouTube, it'll be Trapson SAF.
I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Talk Ain't Cheap. Like I said, make sure y'all continue to support the brand. Follow the brand at Talk Ain't Cheap Network, produced by the Clears Group and Clears Real Talk. And like I said, you're tuning in. Talk Ain't Cheap. It's not that deep. It's a vibe.
You know the face, you know the name.
Come on.